And we're live.
Yes, we are.
I'm not there yet to start posting these clips on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and Twitter, and not there yet. I'm almost there though. I'm working on it. I got a few tricks up my sleeve to see what we
Okay,
can
I
do
like tricks.
uh, for future installments because unlike one of the best wrestlers on the world, we're not retiring this weekend.
No, we're not.
We're not gonna get retired, at least unless Gunther knocks on my door and says, you know what, I'm just gonna put you to sleep and you are gonna
I,
retire.
you know what? You don't have to put me to sleep, Gunther. I'm out. I don't even want to
Yeah,
chop.
yeah, exactly.
I don't even want to chop.
Exactly. But welcome to the Island of Relevancy. It is your boy T, and of course, the way more handsome and gracious and eloquent host, Frank.
Oh,
What's going on, Frank?
what's up? I'm just going to sit here to start the show off with my belt again. I showed them the clip last week of us starting the show off with me with sitting with the belt from our work fantasy football league, and they all love it. I strut around my office at least twice a day with the belt strapped around my waist. And they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, just reminding y'all that I won the league. I'm the champ.
As you should.
And that's what a champ should do, right?
Yeah. I mean, if I was a WWE champion, I would wear the belt everywhere. I would carry it on my shoulder. I would actually wear it around my waist everywhere, just so you know.
I do walk around. I literally, if there's a problem somewhere at somebody's desk, like I'll get up, stop, put the belt on, and my supervisor Cody's like, dude, I'm like, shh, I beat you too. It's all right.
Cody Rhodes?
No, I quit.
I mean, he'd be salty that you had a title and he did not.
I also, as freezing as it is here, where are we at right now? As we're live and sitting in Philadelphia, in one of the greatest cities on the planet, it is 10 degrees in the great city of brotherly love with a real feel of 4. It is cold.
You know, it is not that cold here. It is in the 40s, 50s.
I'm jealous.
As you should be, because it was cold. Of course, it gets cold in the mornings, but middle of the day it kind of evens out. But evening out, Sami Zayn opens up SmackDown, and I could have cared less. Like, I love Sami Zayn, but when he speaks, I have this inclination to not listen because he says the exact same thing over and over and over again.
Yep.
He's going to win the title. He deserves to win the title. He's going to be the number one contender. He comes out. They're in Canada, so of course he's getting the massive pop, as he should. Yep. Hometown. But yeah, I mean, I said it last week. It was a foregone conclusion that Sami Zayn would win the weekend.
Oh yeah,
it had to be. Yeah. It had to be.
I thought
what's going on? I could be.
What's up? What's up? I thought they might swerve us, but we got the typical, anytime there's a big match coming up, you get the typical opening where one guy comes out and one guy comes out, one guy comes out until all the guys are there.
This happened, but I'm going to keep saying this until I'm blue in the face. Trick Williams is a star. Trick Williams
is great.
He gets it. He gets a huge pop. My question is, what exactly are we going to do with Damian Priest?
I don't know. Did you see, and I know we'll get to the main event, but did you see the fan footage of Randy Orton in the ring when Trick comes out on Saturday Night Main Event? Randy was vibing with his music. Randy was kind of standing, it was off camera, and he was just dancing to the music like he was all into it. I love that.
He does that all the time. I've noticed that when they have the because he he's having a good. I'm happy for Randy Orton because he had a moment where he was the prick. Everybody he had a really bad reputation early in his career, and he's grown, he's matured, he's married,
Sure.
kids. He's become an adult. He's grown up in the business, and I'm just happy for him because it just he looks genuinely happy. He looks extremely jacked. That like he looks like Triple H did at
Yep.
the end of his career. Like
Yep.
just huge dude. He ballooned up, but not like getting fat. Not like Sammy
Right.
Callahan. If you watch TNA wrestling, he is ballooned up in all of the wrong ways. Um, but yeah, like he just looks like he's having a good time. But man, every time I see Trick Williams, it's just this dude is a superstar.
He is. I think he's more of a superstar than Oba is, only because I think he's got the personality to go with, like, Oba's got the look. Like, make no mistake about it. But I mean, dude took off a big ass fur coat and had a little fur coat underneath. Like that's that's not supposed to be as funny as it is, but that's awesome.
Hilarious. Like
He
the
might be
little
the best. He might be the best rollout of an NXT call up in a very long time.
mm, well, that is a good point, but I think Stephanie Vaquer, like she's doing something that
Yeah.
like her title reign has been lackluster to me, but she's a champion. Like she got called up and almost immediately I figured that out.
No,
I
I did not
figured that
figure
out.
that out.
I did figure that out.
I did not
A
figure that
few
out.
a few
Now I
minutes into
remember.
it, once you kept commenting, I was like, "Oh, this has to be somebody who we know,"
Yeah,
and it
no,
could
now
be
I remember him.
anything.
I remember
It,
Kenny posted about the channel that he was doing
it
for
could,
wrestling. I like it. I like it.
it could be anything, but it could be wrestling.
I like it.
But yeah,
I'm subscribing.
oh, for sure, for sure. But Trick Williams, $1 million. This segment was solid once it all came together.
Yeah.
Um, but Sami Zayn, much like Drew McIntyre, he has to win. Like you can't keep saying he
But the
he.
Rumble?
I don't think he will.
Or oh
But
well, he's fighting Drew at the Rumble for the belt. I'm sorry.
we're
I'm focusing in there.
we're gonna get there. we're, we're gonna get there. But that's a great, uh, gr-
What's up, Brandon?
solid
Nice to
start.
see you.
Oh, for sure. What's going on, Brandon? Solid start to SmackDown, and then we get Mellow Ilya part two,
Part two,
part
part three, part
three,
two.
whatever it
I don't
is.
know. Melo's been begging him for a match for weeks.
That was getting annoying. Like having like begging him for the match. Like, dude, you're the champion. Why are you begging somebody to fight you?
People will come to you.
But I'm glad he did because this match cooked. This
Yeah,
was
it
a
did.
good. This was a good. Like those two guys have really good chemistry, and they just hit each other as hard. Like Mello don't pull no part punches. Like Ilya hits him, and Mello hits him back. Like both of them really went
Yeah.
out and just put each other through the beats because they beat the living hell out of each other in this match to the point where both of their chests were red. Like, but Mello is just Mello's putting on. He's doing something special, helping his career. And he- Kenny, you asked what trick? Where does Trick go from here? I just hope it's I hope it's nowhere near Mello for the foreseeable future. Um, but Mello, yeah, he's doing something. Everybody else is doing something, but Mello's just doing something special. Like I really like this match. I really like what they're doing with him. But what do we do with Ilya next? Like where does he go?
Right. Yeah.
That's
It's weird because I mean, Ilya going after the Intercontinental belt would make sense, but that belt's kind of disappeared because Dom's been, injured. So that
No,
belt's kind of disappeared.
I think he's really injured.
I think he really was injured too. He'll probably pop up this weekend.
For sure. He has to.
But Ilya really doesn't have anywhere to go. Like, him fighting Gunther wouldn't be bad because Gunther's not chasing titles, but right now Gunther's just ending careers. And that's all Gunther's focused on is ending a career.
I think those two might have a moment in the Rumble. Well, no, Gunther's not going to be in the Rumble. He might be in the Rumble. Gunther might end AJ Styles' career and still go in and win the. That would be insane.
That would be like next level. And then go in at number 1, right?
That would be insane. And he could do it though. That's the insane thing about this all is in my mind is like, oh, he comes because you remember Brock did that where I don't remember who he beat. Well, he might have lost the match. And then he went right into the Rumble, but he went in like 27 or something like that. He went late in the Rumble. Because I think he took somebody out to take their spot. Like if I remember,
that's always a good move.
Might have been R-Truth. It might have been Truth. But either way, that thought is not so far-fetched because Gunther is just he's a different breed. He is what they call a throwback to the old school, Nick Bockwinkel's and guys like that, and Ivan Putski, stuff like that. That would be insane.
That would be completely insane.
But I don't think they're gonna go that way because as much as I love Gunther and I love Gunther, I don't think that's a money match for WrestleMania. Like him versus any, I don't foresee they can make it, but like I love it as a wrestling fan, but like the casuals, they need Roman Reigns, they need Cody Rhodes, which is unfortunate. That's why we're not going to get my Sami Zayn moment at WrestleMania because I don't think that Drew versus Sami at WrestleMania is the money match that it should be. Because it's not a money match; it's a wrestling fans match, right? That's my dream WrestleMania, like Sami main event night 2, and finally winning the big thing in night 2. That you did it for Daniel Bryan. Come on, man, we could do it for Sami.
And the only I don't see him doing it this year. That's a match that you do next year in Saudi Arabia.
Yes,
but can Sami really maintain that level all the way through for another full calendar year?
Well, the thing about Sami always goes away. Like Sami, like he does this thing where he's on for like 3 months, and then they write him off for like 5 or 6 months, and then he comes back and says the exact same thing. Although, I'm gonna win the championship again. It's like, and he's not injured.
No,
and everybody deserves time off. Like you're a top guy. Like he's been in the company long enough. He's done enough for the company. But yeah, that's the reason why I think next year is not the worst thing in the world because he just goes.
Insane.
Yeah, you go. Oh yeah, for sure. You go away and then you come back next year. He deserves that moment though. It doesn't need to be main event night 2. But it needs to, because Kofi versus Bryan wasn't main event. That wasn't the main event, but it still was one of the best WrestleMania moments of all time. And I think Sami winning the title at WrestleMania will be one of those moments where you're going to play that. They're going to be playing that 50 years from now.
But Kenny's also right. If he chases for a year, if he chases it for another full year, are people going to be tired of that? Like he's not going to go for a lesser belt at this point, but
with Sami,
he would have to. He maybe I don't know
because he became the U.S. title. Like he lost lost last time, and then he I can't win this one, but I can go beat you Solo and become the U.S. champion. Like so
everybody beats Solo.
Yes, unfortunately. Unfortunately. But yeah, I want my moment. I don't think he.
I
I don't
I have a
think
lot
he's
of
quite
friends that
at.
don't like Sammy. I don't. I like Sammy. I want to see him get his moment. You just gotta. Maybe you don't wait until Mania. Maybe you give it to him at another bigger event. Maybe you
At
get
the
him at
Royal
SummerSlam.
Rumble. Maybe you give it to him at the
Maybe.
Royal Rumble.
I mean, him beating Drew at the Royal Rumble isn't out of pocket, right? I mean, it can happen. I don't like to see
It won't
Drew get
happen.
that. No, I don't like to see Drew get that short of a run because now once Sammy wins, what's next for Sammy? Like what? Like, I mean, he won the
Uh,
belt, but who's coming after Sammy? Are there enough heels to chase the good guy? There's enough good guys to chase the heels right now.
you
Oba's probably going to Raw.
you got Drew getting his rematch. You got
You got
Jacobs at
Trick.
2.
You
You
got
got
Trick.
Trick. You got Cody.
Jacob's not so much as a heel. He's kind of more of like a tweener. He's kind of more like in between good guy, bad guy kind of a thing.
But you don't have to have a heel go after. Like you have so many people
True.
on SmackDown. You could Priest, like you can, because Sammy would do something stupid like do an open challenge, and then he'd just be fighting every week because that's what
Right.
Sami Zayn does. Um,
Yeah, but that's the one thing that see Triple H doesn't like the big belts being defended often. Obviously, you can see that with Jade, who hasn't defended it once in 100 days or so. Stephanie
she
was no,
didn't she
she's had
defend it
matches.
against BFAP?
No, that was just a match. She hasn't
uh,
actually had a title defense, and which is crazy. Stephanie's had a few, and maybe not the greatest, but she's fought. Punk's had a bunch, and Cody. I mean, Cody did a decent job wrestling with the belt. I thought this second run of his was a little more lackluster than the first one. But he did what he needed to do with it up to this point.
I'm having some audio issues. Let me just switch out my headphones really quick because
Okay.
I'm like you're coming in and out. But carry on because Kenny brought up a good point, and I would like to hear your thoughts on this.
Which one?
Oba going to Raw.
I don't know
Like,
why
why
Oba
do
was.
you think Oba's going to Raw?
So are you maybe doing that to separate Oba and Trick to not keep them on the same show? Because if you have Trick and Oba on the same show, does one overshadow the other? Does maybe Trick overshadow Oba on SmackDown? Raw is their A brand. If you have to do A B brand, Raw is A. Putting Oba on Raw means you have him a little bit higher than Trick, but Trick is by far a better personality right now, at least as far as I can see. So I don't know. I don't know why he would go to Raw unless they got to reshuffle the rosters at some point. They got to do something and kind of shuffle the people around a little bit. Like get Seth back, have Austin turn, like do something, switch some stuff around. Oh, it's a ton. The Vision, you get those four: Punk, Seth, Oba, Gunther. Who else is on Raw? Off the top of my head, I can't think, but there's definitely a lot more. There's a lot more main talent on Raw. I want to see who's on Raw right now. On Raw, you have I mean, you got Tozawa on Raw.
We're going to talk about this hour a little bit.
Chad Gable's on Raw. Okay, that's another big name. Dominic's on Raw. Finn's on Raw. Judgment Day, Dom, Finn. Jay Uso's on Raw. Javon Evans is on Raw. Raw's pretty stacked. LA Knight's technically on Raw. Logan Paul's in. Raw's stacked compared to SmackDown, who honestly, if you look at the SmackDown roster, it looks more mid-cardish. It looks like most of like the big heavyweights are over there on Raw, and SmackDown has most of them like the kind of mid cards. You got the Wyatts, you got Drew, not mid card. Kathy Kelly, she's awesome. Damian, Cody, Jacob, Ilya. They technically have Kevin Owens on there. You got Matt Cardona.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Speaking of Kevin Owens, I don't know why I thought that he was gonna appear during Cody's and Jacob's match during Saturday night's main event. I have no idea why I thought this was gonna happen.
That would have been
But
great.
I did for some, like, it was like, oh, what more random could we have? Um,
How about
but
random enough that we're not going to have a match? I cannot wait to mention that.
yes, but before we get to that, on Friday they had a nice little sit down,
It was
and
good.
that was great because Cody is showing a little bit of his true colors these days because he went and ran Jacob down and pretty much called him a thug. It was like
He, 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 yep.
you don't use your brain. That's why you ended up in jail. And I was like, I know Cody didn't just say that. Like that would get you punched in your face where I'm from.
I,
Like,
I posted in the chat. Jacob had the line of the century to me. I went from EBT to WWE, and I know Road Dogg did not write that line.
no, for sure. For sure not. No, for sure
Why
not.
would he say EBT? Let's have him cut his hair.
Like, yeah,
That's what Road Dogg
yeah.
would say.
Like, man, that was such a good, like, Jacob is so good. Like he's been gone and everybody forgot that he existed when he was gone
Who,
because
Jacob?
when he showed, yes,
Yeah,
when he showed back up, it was like, oh, Jacob's still on the roster. That's so
right.
cool because he just showed back up. But
And
man, he so good.
it was good because it was short. It wasn't like drawn out long. It was quick. It was a quick hit, and I thought they did a really good job. Jacob especially. Yeah, Cody. Yeah, Cody
Yes.
needed to chill a little bit.
Yes. Like it was great. I thought that was a great line, him saying that, like, hey, you not thinking is what got you, because it just shows the arrogance. And it's like you think of Jacob as you think of him as a dumb Samoan. He said that, like, you just think of me as, a wild Samoan, but I'm so much more than that. And I love
Mm-hmm.
that for him because I
Yep.
think that it just it adds another layer to his character where he's just not a wild man. He's in control. And that promo, that short segment did so much more for his character than his whole time with the MFTs, right? His
Yep.
whole time with the, I love you solo, which was great. Then we get my sad moment of the night. Chelsea Green came out with her Mountie gear on, which was great. I was
It's
just like,
phenomenal.
I love Chelsea Green. She's facing Jade Cargill. We got Jordan Grace out there, and Jordan Grace is so short. Like she's so miniature.
But
But
oh
boy,
my God, is she? Ooh.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Just Jordan Grace. I don't know what she did. I don't know what she changed in her look, but it was a change.
It was.
It was a change. But then we get a match. Jay just beats up on poor Chelsea. Chelsea gets a little bit of offense in. Chelsea sells like no other. She's a
She's great.
great seller.
Yep.
Um, Alba Fire finally stopped wearing the white and black. She comes out in the red, like the red and black, which was cool. She wasn't wearing a blazer. She had a nice little blouse on. And then Jade Cargill just beat up on Chelsea Green and she won. And then Jordan Grace, for some reason, now thinks that she deserves a chance at the title. And I don't know why. Like, I don't understand. You had one match on SmackDown and now you think that you deserve to have a title match.
I mean, I'm okay with
Help me
it because
understand.
it's
I
Chelsea.
mean, no, I'm talking about Grace, Jordan
Oh,
Grace.
oh, Jordan, yeah, you
Yeah,
showed
Jordan
up
Grace.
last. You showed up 2 weeks ago, and all of a sudden now, just you're getting a title shot.
Like,
Like
I mean,
at least Trick is working his way into it. At least Oba's coming in into the Rumble to work his way towards a title shot. Jordan Grace just showed up and went, "I'm getting a title shot."
Jade doesn't help because she's like trolling her every chance she gets. Oh, you won a match. You think you did something. Why are you in my face? You're the champion. Get out of here. Like, go defend your title. Get out of my face. Get out of my business. And that's what Jade, that's been her whole reign, is just her like walking around like, oh, you won a match. Like, at least I had a match. like, I'm having matches. You
Right.
know,
She hasn't
Ha-
even wrestled. Like I said, Jade hasn't defended the belt in 100 days, but Jade has wrestled in those
probably
100 days.
yeah, like 2 or 3 times in
Well,
those 100 days. She just come out and beat people up. She did beat up BFAB and Michin, who's
she did.
not around anymore. Then we get an actual title match,
Yeah.
and we got a change of the title.
Can this
And
be the end now? Like,
no, because Solo still has the lantern. So as long as Solo still has the lantern, this thing won't be over. But it should have been over like 4 months ago. It
it,
should have been
it,
over
it
at Survivor Series, but
I,
it's not over. I'm
okay.
glad that the MF, like I'm glad that Tama Tonga has gold because I think Tama Tonga is the standout of that group.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
I mean,
Solo's
Solo's
great.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Solo's great too. Tama and Solo, everybody else could just be there. like that
Right.
that's fine. But the Wyatts are just not working. And I don't know if they could ever work. Like I don't know where you go from here. Uh you're not pushing Bo. You're not pushing Dexter. Like
Nope.
Eric Rowan isn't the Eric Rowan who was with the Wyatt family 7, 8 years ago. He's a little older.
And
Um,
the belts being on the MFTs are better overall for the tag division because now we can get some kind of like, once we get away from the Wyatts finally, have them jump Solo in the back and just take the lantern next week. Like that's it. That's all you got to do. Jump them in the
please.
back, take the lantern, and then you guys go do something else.
Or at the
And
Rumble.
it's a shame.
Or
The
at the
Rumble.
Rumble, like he comes out in the Rumble, he puts the lantern down, they come out, they steal the lantern, and he jump nose because then that continues the feud. Whatever,
That's fine.
whatever we have to do to
No,
not
it's not
continue
fine.
this feud. Like, um,
Yeah.
and speaking of feuds that don't need to continue, Johnny Gargano versus Fraxium, all great, excellent wrestlers, right? Solid
Absolutely.
wrestling match. I could have cared less. Like but Wade Barrett at some point did say that Chad Gable might be Axiom, and that
That's
that
hilarious.
was hilarious.
That's hilarious because if you look at one of Chad Gable's arms right now, it is the size of both of Axiom's arms together.
I don't understand where he got the parallel because Chad Gables never wore a mask, so why would he be under a mask
Exactly.
now as
Exactly.
Axiom? It's weird that
It
he
is
would
weird. These people
correlate
keep
the
projecting this
two,
weirdness.
but it'll be cool if he actually was Axiom. That would be awesome if Chad Gable, because then Axiom would be one of the best wrestlers in the company. And
Yep.
then a moment happened backstage that let me know that Saturday I'm gonna cry because AJ Styles popped up for no reason on SmackDown for
Didn't
absolutely no
no
reason.
no. What's his name invited him to SmackDown?
Okay, I don't know why I'm having so many audio issues because
It's
it
not my
keeps cutting
microphone,
out.
right?
I don't know. It's my head. I think it's my headphones.
Oh
Either way,
no.
uh,
Nick Aldis invited him to SmackDown.
did he?
He
Why?
did.
Why did
I don't
Nick
know.
all this?
He just,
Oh, because he's about to get retired on Saturday.
right.
And then
Unfortunately.
Shinsuke comes out. And when I see Shinsuke and AJ, for those who don't know, the reason why AJ Styles actually came to the WWE was because of his match with Shinsuke Nakamura at Wrestle Kingdom. The year that he actually joined the WWE, they had one of the best wrestling matches, if not of that year, but of the
Yep.
decade. Like they had a just classic match. That was the reason why Shinsuke then in turn came to the WWE, because of this match that just kind of, it was like Omega Okada is that match for AEW. Like Omega Okada was one of the greatest wrestling matches. I think it was their second match at Wrestle Kingdom. That was just one of the greatest matches. But Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles, they had that terrible WrestleMania match that everybody thought was going to be a replay of the Wrestle Kingdom match, and it wasn't. So they, once I saw that they were going to run it back, I now know, and Monday even further let me know that Saturday will be the end of AJ Styles' career. Um,
I wish it wasn't. I wish they would push him out to WrestleMania, but if you're going to end him on Saturday, that's going to be a sad moment.
oh man, it's going to be, because I mean it's in Saudi. I don't know the emotions of Saudi Arabians. I know we're not going to have people crying in the stands.
No.
If they did it in Toronto, you would have so many kids in the stands and just tears. And so many grown men in the stands in tears
Yep.
because of what AJ meant.
Yep.
Um, but but just that
So
segment alone, it just, they set up a match for Saturday night's main event, and it had me hyped because I knew it was going to be a great match. But it really made me sad because it just let me know that it's,
yeah,
if it's not
this is
over on
it.
Saturday, it's gonna be over fairly shortly after that. Then we get our champion. Drew comes out uh, and just says words. But
Pretty
Drew's so
much.
good. Drew's so good though. Like he's like, I'm happy that he's the champion.
So am I.
I'm really happy he's the champion. He says he doesn't, it doesn't matter who wins, he's gonna beat them. Runs everybody down. He's beat everybody. And there you have it.
That's
Because
pretty much all
I
he
don't
needs to
remember.
say.
Yeah, I don't remember too much of the segment,
No.
because it was kind of a filler segment because we got 3 hours to cover. Then we
Yes,
get
we
the
do.
tag team match. I like to think that SmackDown was getting better, but then we have moments like this where we have this tag team match, and for no reason whatsoever, the wrong people win. Because the wrong people won this match.
I don't know
Charlotte
what they're doing.
Flair, Miss Bliss, not going to say that word,
You're learning.
Julia, Kiana James, Lash Legend, Nia Jax. Matt's not here, but Matt's favorite wrestler, Nia Jax. Triple threat tag team, number one contenders. Who should win? Who should have won this match, Frank?
It should have been probably Lash Legend and Nia Jax, honestly. And I'm not the biggest Nia Jax fan, but you gotta take the glasses off and look at it. You know,
You got, I mean, okay, you got face champions. You got Rio. They're the champions. Of course, you could get Charlotte and Miss Bliss. You could
Mhm.
get, they can have another match because they've had a match before. But Lash Legend, Nia Jax, that's the match. That's a money match, right? It
Yep,
really is.
yep,
But Julia and Kiana James stole this one. Good heel work. I will give them that. Great heel work, but just as a team, if you look at the women's tag team division, it's stacked because all of your main event
It
talent
is.
is in the women's tag team division. All of your main event talent, with the exception of Jade, Chelsea, and Chelsea actually. The Secret Harvest could be a tag team if they wanted it to. They could have came in and won this match, for all I
Probably.
care. But yeah, you get Julian and Kiana James. They absolutely have no chance of beating Rio.
No,
Uh,
not at all.
and I think maybe that's why they didn't do Lash and Nia, because they don't want them to lose to this team. Like, they want to keep them just beating people up, but then at some point you got to give them a title shot, and they have to win it though. Like, I
Yeah.
think be an unstoppable team that just beats people up until you get like this plucky babyface team that, Lyra and Bailey come together and get their act together and win the tag team titles or something like that.
Yeah. But yeah.
But yeah, this match just, it happened. Like, I'll be told, I was so tuned out during that match because I honestly just assumed that Charlotte and Miss Bliss were gonna win that match, and they swerved me, but not the right swerve. not
No, not the right sort.
not the right swerve. Then we get the main event.
Main event. This is a
Trick.
clean event, right? Nothing's going to happen in the main event.
Why
Damien and
would
Trick, right?
why would anything happen in the main event in a match leading up to a fatal four way? Why would
Nothing would happen at
anybody
all.
get involved? It would just be two men fighting each other, and the other guys would just sit outside and say, you know what, let those two guys handle each other, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll pick up the scraps on Saturday. Nope.
No.
Why would that happen? Sammy comes out. Why? He wants to observe people. You could look at the monitor in the back. Like,
Seth
you
Rollins
could watch.
watches every match on the monitor in the back. Every
Yeah,
match, every show, he sits there and watches them. Every one.
as you should, actually. As you should, as a professional trying to
You just
perfect
wanted
the
to come
craft.
out and hear the crowd cheer you a little bit more, Sammy. That's what you did.
Stealing Trick Williams' thunder. Trying to
Mm.
steal his thunder. You can't, because Trick Williams, he wish he had a pair of lemon pepper steppers. He wishes.
He wish he can't.
But of course, the match ends up in a DQ,
Of course.
and because Sammy can't keep his hands off Trick Williams, it turns into all out chaos. And we end this SmackDown, which wasn't the worst SmackDown, but wasn't the best SmackDown either.
No, but Trick took another RKO.
As he should have, because Trick standing tall, smiling and just laughing, and just Randy Orton.
Randy does what
just
Randy did, what Randy does.
Yes. And I love the camera work where it always is the perfect spot. Just as Randy Orton could just just appear out of nowhere, out of thin air, slither up behind him and RKO to end the show. And then Randy and Sammy had some words as the show went off. They're in each
Sure.
other's face. And there we have it. And going into Saturday night's main event, before the Shinsuke AJ match, I was wondering, because I thought that we were going to get the Raquel and Stephanie match at
Right.
Saturday night's main event, but because I thought Stephanie was injured, come to find out she's been faking us, because she's not injured anymore. But I'm glad we didn't get that match. I'm glad we did get the Shinsuke AJ match, and that really had me excited for Saturday night's main event, because I knew we were going to get a banger. I know
Yes.
if this is their last time, we're not going to get any crap.
Only thing missing out of this Saturday night's main event was Jesse Ventura wasn't there, and that's a sad thing. Whenever Jesse's not there.
Well, the good thing was Joe Tess wasn't there either, so I
No,
didn't
he
have
got
to
caught
listen to
in
him.
snow traffic or something.
Yeah, Stephanie opened up the show. Saturday night's main event, we got 4 matches, and we discussed the 3 matches that were called before our last show, and I think I was right on all of them.
You
I
were.
think I think I
You were.
was right on all of them.
I
And of
think
course,
I did. I don't remember if I said I don't remember who I said was going to win the Fatal 4-Way. I think I went with Sami with you. I think. I know I wanted Trick to win.
no, I knew Trick. It's too early for
It
Trick.
is.
That's not the match that people in heel versus heel in Toronto.
No,
I don't think that would have. I'm sorry, heel versus heel in Saudi Arabia doesn't go over as well. It
but
just it made total sense because it's in Saudi. If it been anywhere else, it probably would have been Randy.
here's what I don't understand. The Saturday night main event. Okay, you have a
Mhm.
limited amount of time. I watched this on their YouTube channel through the VPN this time, just to kind of get a different take. It had
Okay.
commercials, but not like it. Just kind of like watching Raw and SmackDown on Netflix. It was just ads
Yeah.
for WWE stuff.
Hmm.
I don't understand why the first match never became a match, because we've seen this happen time and time and time again. When two wrestlers don't like each other, they attack each other before the bell, they beat each other up a little bit, then the bell rings, and you have the match.
Well, this was only so they could fight all over the arena. They wanted this to
And
be a brawl.
yeah, I but like, and it was great, don't get me wrong. They beat the living hell out of each other. And Jacob Fatu took his shirt off for the first time since being in the WWE to wrestle. And my boy is cut. He dropped weight and gained muscle and looked great.
Mhm.
New teeth, new Jacob. And I love the brawl just from okay, Charles Robinson got knocked down. Yeah, that's pretty much par for the course. It always happens. But then
H.
all the security coming down to stop them is what kind of threw me for a loop, because you didn't need all that. But I mean, it added to it. But in the moment, I'm just like, why are you doing this?
Here's the thing, Frank. You just gotta let it go.
I
Like it's it's
I didn't think
shenanigans.
about
Like
it yet.
it just shenanigans. Like right when they threw the match, I was like, oh, that doesn't make sense. Oh, but this is more interesting. I thought that they were gonna throw the match out and then we were gonna get something else. Like I thought maybe somebody was injured and they're like, oh, we
Another
gotta
two,
figure out a
another
way to get the like to
okay.
get to something else. But when they kept going. And I
Oh, they
thought
did
that
go.
was great. Like I loved every second of this because it was Jacob unhinged, but Cody, I think, came out better looking for this because he stood. Jacob's a scary dude, but Cody's like, I'm not afraid of you. I'm gonna fight you. Like he is the plucky baby face, right? I don't care who you are. I don't care how bad you think you are. Um, it was so much better than I thought. The way it started was wonky as hell. I was
Yep.
just like, this is gonna be a train wreck,
Yep.
and it was glorious. And then of
And it
course the
ended.
finish.
The finish was
It,
great. The finish of that was great. Drew puts Jacob through a table, power bomb Cody, and just stood there as your champion should.
it was great, and that's why all the security came so Drew could sneak in because they just start throwing. They were throwing those guys all over the place,
They were.
and they kept getting in the middle of them. It was so goofy. Everything that some people hate about WWE wrestling, you saw a little bit of that in this match, but it was everything I love because it was all the security guys. You just had
Yep.
Cody and Jacob. I mean, just abusing these guys, and that they're probably out there having the time of their life.
Sure.
Local talent getting up there, getting a chance to
Yep.
get thrown around by Cody Rhodes and Jacob for two. But
And
I thought this was excellent.
it was excellent. And it was a good way to keep both men from taking a loss. When really,
Correct.
Cody could have taken a loss and been okay. Jacob, not so much, because you're just coming back and you want to have that momentum going forward. So now they both still have momentum, and that's great. Still, there's the underlying issue of who actually kicked his teeth in. Because Drew keeps swearing it's not him.
I
And
believe it.
Cody says it
Drew,
wasn't him.
Drew's not a liar. Cody might be a liar, but Drew's
Cody might
definitely
be a
not a liar.
liar. No, Drew is
Cody,
not lying. I'm
like
telling you,
Drew never
if I
lies.
if I see Rikishi's face, I'm out. I'm out.
Man, I mean, yes,
Mm-mm.
Jacob does hate security guards,
Yes, he
and
does.
security guards must hate themselves because I don't care how much you pay me, I'm not getting in between them two guys. Like,
Hell no.
the one guy got sandwiched. They're on top of the top of the partition, and the one guy like trying to get in the middle of them. It was like, oh, you're about to have a bad day. And they threw him off there, and Drew came out of nowhere. That was a fantastic finish, man, because I didn't see that coming. That's when I thought Kevin Owens. For some reason, I thought Kevin Owens would be the shenanigan guy outside the ring just to say, "Hey, I'm back." And I want in. Cody, you stood over my dead body when when like I mean, it just I will never forget that. That is a moment that's gonna always be etched in my head. It was Cody
Mhm.
posing over Kevin Owens' dead body in their last man standing. I think that was the last man standing match or Falls Count Anywhere, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But I did say that match was probably gonna end up in the DQ, and it did. Or I did say Jacob was just gonna obliterate Cody, and boy, this was a lot better than that.
Yep. No, it was perfect. I loved it. I loved it.
Then we got our women's tag team match,
Yes,
or did we
sir.
get Sammy? Or
No,
did
we
we
got the
get
women's match.
the women's tag team match? And
It's a good match.
mm,
It was
mm,
it wasn't a bad match. I mean, look, all
it was
four in the ring are great wrestlers. You know,
yes.
they're great talent. Um, but but
I think part of me wanted Liv and Roxanne to win,
I need them
but
two to start fighting.
every bit of me was like, "There's no way they're gonna take the titles off of
No,
Rio just yet."
no.
And boy, oh boy, those two love to hug each other.
Yeah, they
And
do.
next week, I am going to talk about WWE 2K26 because this weekend we are supposed to get the big, like, we've been getting teases. I don't know if y'all pay attention to that stuff. I know y'all aren't WWE 2K fans, but I am.
I don't
And they've
hate
been
it.
doing these teases
Mhm.
all throughout the week. These like dropping little breadcrumbs on the website. It had this thing where you break the glass, and every day give you more clues about what's going on.
Okay.
Three stages of hell match coming back. A dumpster match, inferno
Nice.
match is coming back. Um, but this week, like the 30th, starts the pre-orders for 2K26. So we will have all of the information this weekend on the 30th, which I think, what is that? 2 days? Is that
2 days.
Sunday? Or is that
That
Saturday?
is
The 30th
Friday.
is Saturday?
Friday.
Oh, the 30th is Friday. Okay, so Friday. So next
Before
Wednesday
the
when we do this
before the
show,
Rumble, we're getting all this.
yes. And
Okay.
I'm gonna break it all down next Wednesday
Okay.
because I definitely want to talk about this.
Okay.
Um,
Who got
and
who got pinned in the match? Was it Liv? Liv got pinned, right?
yes, Liv got pinned,
I think Liv might
which
be pregnant. The way
no,
Rhea pinned
everybody said.
her, Liv might be pregnant
I
because
mean, I
my
I may have
goodness,
replayed that once or twice.
my goodness. I mean, my goodness.
That's a good point, Kenny, because Elimination Chamber is right after the Rumble, and as I said earlier, all of the main event players in the women's division are in tag teams. So, like, all of your super duper stars, with the exception of Becky, Natty's not in a tag team now because
Nope.
she's
Nope.
made her way out of that tag team for whatever reason, which
Well, yeah, we'll
we'll
get
talk
there.
about we'll talk about that on Monday. But yeah, that is a good point. That would be fun. It'll be chaotic, a lot of shenanigans, and I'm here for that. Six women. I mean, they definitely have enough women's tag teams to
Yeah, they
fill up
definitely do. The women's
the
tag
elimination
division is
chamber.
hot right now.
It
And
is.
and I don't just
It
mean because
is.
they're hot.
Hot. Yeah.
I mean, it's on fire, but
It
yes.
is. But yeah, Liv took the pin in that tag team match, which is very odd because usually Roxy's the one who eats all
Good
the
to see
pins.
Roxy not take a pin for once.
It is. It is. It was a fun match. Io Sky's so damn good.
She is.
Rhea Ripley's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Raquel Rodriguez is so good.
Mm-hmm.
She caused shenanigans. We had Stephanie come back. She didn't have a boot. She ran down to the ring. Um, there, I think, that Oblivion spot. I thought that Roxy and Liv were going to get the win.
That's a
They
good
did
spot.
not. It was a fun match, but I was just waiting. I was waiting on AJ. Like I was getting antsy. This match went a little longer than I thought it was going to go. Because I was waiting on AJ. Like I was. Um, I don't think she will.
Yeah, I kind of want her to win.
I
I kind of want her to win.
I love her. I think she needs to win, but part of me don't. I don't think she will. But we'll get there. Um, then we get AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. This was the match they should have had at. I think it was WrestleMania, what, like 35 or something like that. Um, this is the match they should have had then, but they went out there and it's. I love it when a crowd shows veterans the respect that they earned. Right when
Yep.
they're out there, they're not doing the flip. They're not doing what Javon Evans is out there doing. They're not out there putting on the super athletic match. They're putting on a great wrestling match, and those guys, one, they beat the hell out of each other. And the history there is insane. And I'm glad we got that Shinsuke Nakamura for this match. Right.
So
The
am I.
aura farming Shinsuke, he exudes everything that I love about wrestling. He doesn't take himself too seriously. In his entrance, his theme song is great.
His
He
theme song is
comes
one of
out.
the best.
It is like when you let it play. And the reason why they changed it was because it's so great. The fans always will, chant with them. And how do we ruin that? By changing it,
Yep.
by giving it these weird gimmicks or whatever. But those two guys went out there, had a great match. I'm so sad Shinsuke Nakamura probably will never get a run with the WWE, any
No,
WWE
it's a
world
shame.
title. It,
It's a
it is.
shame, and it is a huge shame. And after the match, after they did their little fist bump in the middle of the ring, which was a callback to something else, right? That was a callback to their other good match.
Yes.
Um, Shinsuke basically made an Instagram post that was part of, like, I guess, part of his diary that said that AJ told him that the Rumble was his last match and then quickly deleted it. You can't quickly
Yeah.
delete anything off the internet, okay?
No, because it's
And
there forever.
now maybe they change it up because everybody knows now, but I can't see how. There's no way you can change that up without having someone interfere in that match and cause a DQ.
I hope that doesn't happen
I hope it
unless
doesn't happen either.
the only way that I want that to happen is if John Cena comes out there and causes Gunther to lose. That's the only
Listen,
way. And
he
that's
doesn't
not
even
gonna
have to
happen.
come out.
So
He can come out in a suit because he said the jorts were retired, or
yes.
come out in
That's
the
the
old
only way.
trunks or something. Now, this was probably one of the matches of the year, even going back to last year. This is a great match.
It showed how great AJ Styles is. It shows how great Shinsuke Nakamura is, and we're getting it at this stage of their career. Like just rewinding time. Like man, they,
Yep.
they're just two legends, and it watching this, it just saddened me watching this match, knowing that Shinsuke would never hold because I know that then it's too late to pull the trigger on Shinsuke now, right?
Yeah.
It's just too late, um, unfortunately, because he's a legend, and he gets the respect. Like those who know ball know how great Shinsuke was, how great he is. But those casuals, they're just like, oh, this guy, like WWE did him no favors. Like that's what I'll say. They did him no favors over the last 5 years. Ever since he went heel, ever since he lost that match to AJ and went heel, and the low blow kind of just changed the total trajectory of his career. Um, yeah, yeah, but great match. Of course, AJ is gonna win.
Oh yeah.
As he should have. If Shinsuke would have won, I'd be like, oh, maybe he's not gonna retire. But
Right. But
because AJ
no.
won,
And it wasn't one
I
of those. It wasn't like the John Cena matches where they did all these callbacks to other people's moves and stuff. No, this was a wrestling match, and if you like wrestling, this was a wrestling match. It was wonderfully done.
yeah,
I
they
was
did
watching
callbacks
to them.
to their
Right.
match, but like not like like everybody stealing. Like he didn't do
No,
Kota Ibushi's moves or anything like that. They
right.
didn't do a bunch of New Japan moves just to say they did, which is good. But it definitely it was a good match, man.
It
Like,
was great.
and they beat the hell out of each other. Like AJ was hitting with some stiff kicks.
Yep.
Like it was a strong style match for all intents and purposes because Shinsuke is the king of strong style.
Yes, he is.
Then we get to our main event, Fatal 4-Way. Sammy, Trick, Randy, and Damian Priest, who just feels so odd in this match. Like he felt like the odd man out, like
Yep.
in this match. And the right guy won.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, it was a typical 4-way match. Everybody got their moments. Everybody got their moves in. Trick looked great. They all looked good.
yes, yes,
And Sammy won as he should have, and it was deafening. It was great, and Sammy's going on to the Rumble, going to Saudi Arabia to fight Drew for the title in a
yes.
stadium that they built in 20 days. It's absolutely safe for everyone to be at. No shortcuts taken.
When you have money, you could get something built in a day if you wanted to.
Hey, I'm just glad I'm not having to wait in a line for a bathroom at that place.
Touche. Never mind. I'm not even going to go there. But moving on to Monday. Oh no! Before we get to Monday,
we're going to run through a list. I did a little bit of looking around, and we wanted to get. I asked T, do you want the best returns or the best moments? So some of the best moments are returns. So these are, according to Yahoo Sports. I can't look at Yahoo at work because we have Yahoo blocked. It's a curbstone thing we use. It's a finance thing. Like we use tablets to run credit cards, and we have to block Yahoo as part of their. I forget what the hell it's called, but we just have to block Yahoo, which sucks because I like Yahoo Sports more than I like other places. So this is these are 20 great iconic moments from wrestling's Royal Rumble. These aren't in an order of 1 to 20. This starts back in 1989. Hulk Hogan eliminating Randy Savage. There's a great story back then. It was the Mega Powers. They split. And Hogan eliminated Randy Savage. 1989 was a great year. I was graduating high school.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
And if you remember back in the day, the Rumble, if you won the Rumble, you won the WWE Championship was on the line, or WWF at the time. The winner of the Rumble got the championship. I agree with Kenny
That's
to a point.
no comment. Like I came up with this conclusion yesterday. I'm not a fan of anything because I don't care enough. Fans annoy me.
I,
Fandoms annoy me.
oh,
Like they
you're
really
preaching
do.
to the choir.
All fandoms. Wrestling fans, Star Wars fans in particular, Marvel
Yeah,
fans,
Star
Doctor
Trek
Who
fans,
fans.
Star Trek
Yeah,
fans have gotten there.
yes, like they're just too
But
much.
I enjoy it enough to talk about it, and I will definitely give my opinion to other people. And I'm not saying that your opinion's wrong. That's the beautiful thing about opinions.
Correct.
The next moment we have is in 1992 when Ric Flair won the Royal Rumble in his first year in the WWF and the belt.
With the tear in my eye. That is one of my favorite quotes. With the tear in my eye, this is the greatest night of my life. One of the greatest that was a great Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Like Ric Flair went bell to bell. He showed everybody why he was the face of every territory that was a territory. Why he's an NWA champ for so many years. Like he was the guy. And I'm really surprised, like knowing Vince McMahon, having Flair go over. I think that was probably just a F you to Hulk
having
Hogan.
Flair go over and having Sid Justice eliminate Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, that was definitely
it's a huge thing. That's Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
that was the moment Hulk Hogan probably said, "F you, Ric Flair. I hate you."
Well, no, because that year they were trying to get Hogan and Flair at WrestleMania,
right?
And because they did some house shows and they said it just wasn't working.
It didn't. Yeah,
and probably because they were going to have Flair go over Hogan at WrestleMania.
Right.
It's not going to work for me, brother. That is not going to work for me. But yes, that was a great Royal Rumble moment.
Then we go to 1994. When the first time this happened, Bret Hart and Lex Luger eliminated each other at the exact same time. The two referees argued the result. Howard Finkel declared both Luger and Hart would be joint winners.
Which was wild because their feet really did literally touch at the same time. I remember that.
This one wasn't planned. This was just oh damn. I think
because I think Luger screwed up the spot.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise me either. But that was back when they were trying to make Lex Luger the next Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
And that did not work the way Vince thought it would.
No.
Lex Express.
The next moment we have is 1995. In the almost 40 years of Royal Rumbles, there have been 6 wrestlers who have won the entire thing after entering at number 1. The very first person to do this in 1995 was Shawn Michaels, who came in at number 1 and outlasted 29 other men.
What a time to be alive during Shawn Michaels' run. God, he's so good.
Was before you had to have both feet touch the ground. If one foot touched the ground, you were still good. And Shawn Michaels had one foot touch and came back in the ring.
Yes.
While British Bulldog was celebrating and tossed him out. Great finish. Yes. Great finish.
Mm-hmm.
In 1997, we had the birth of one of the most popular saying. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I apologize. 1997, Stone Cold Steve Austin won the King of the Ring, and we had the birth of one of the most iconic sayings. Maybe even, I might even say that this is one of the most iconic sayings in the world. The Austin 316 is pretty worldwide, right?
You know what I found funny about that? I did not. Maybe because I'm not the biggest Bible person, but when
I
he
didn't
first said,
know.
I watched that King of the Ring, and I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like it was like you're the
Right.
ringmaster. Like I still thought of Stone Cold Steve Austin as the ringmaster. I never thought he was gonna get over
Nope.
with that gimmick. I love what he did in ECW. But when he came out as the ringmaster, I was like, you're not that guy. But then he became that guy.
Yep.
Um,
So in
but I never got it. Like I'll be totally
no,
honest. Like the whole Austin 3. Then the T-shirt was just. I think the T-shirt
the
did more.
t-shirt made it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in 1997, Stone Cold Steve Austin was eliminated from the Royal Rumble, but the ref didn't see him be eliminated. So he came back in the ring, eliminated Bret Hart, and won the Royal Rumble.
As he should have. Another person that Bret Hart probably hates to this day.
At least he didn't kick him in the face.
Yeah, at least he was a safe worker. Respect
in
to Bret.
1998, we got the three faces of one Mick Foley. Mick Foley came down as Cactus Jack, got eliminated. Mick Foley came down as Mankind, got eliminated. Mick Foley came down as Dude Love and got eliminated.
We may or may not see that on Saturday.
We may
with
oh my
one
God,
or two
please,
people.
please.
We may not see multiple personalities or multiple gimmicks. Who might be portrayed by the same person. We might see that on Saturday. I don't know. But that would be awesome.
It would be great. In 1999, the feud that carried the WWE through the Attitude Era, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Vince McMahon. The first two entrants in the Royal Rumble in 1999. Mr. McMahon wins the Rumble. Mr. McMahon slid out of the ring and hid until the very end of the match and slid back in the ring and won the Royal Rumble.
Fans, there are fans who just so once again, I'll bring this back to WWE 2K. There is a WCW versus WWE Monday Night Wars edition of 2K26 coming out. There is a Attitude Era edition coming out. Then there's a King of Kings edition, which is a Triple H edition. People fondly remember the Attitude Era for a lot of good reasons. But boy, there was some stinkers in the Attitude Era, and that was one of them. Because I remember watching that Rumble, and it was like, why is
Vince winning the Rumble is just like...
It's like David Arquette winning the WCW title. To me, it's all the same. It's a ruse. It is a gimmick. I get it. Like Vince versus Stone Cold, great feud, but there's absolutely no reason.
No, it carried the Attitude Era, and it gave birth to The Rock, and it gave birth to Stone Cold Steve Austin, and we got a lot of stuff that we can't do today.
But imagine today if Nick Aldis
comes in and wins the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Well, no, if Triple H comes in, people would cheer because it's Triple H, right?
Nick Khan. If Nick Khan came down and won the Royal Rumble, they would lose their shit.
Yes. Nick Khan, and he gets ragdolled throughout the match, and somebody's lifting him up. It'll be Rikishi who did it for Nick Khan.
Speaking of Rikishi, the next moment we have on our list in the year 2000 is Rikishi and Too Cool stopping mid-match to dance in the middle of the ring to do a little get down.
I didn't even see this list, but it's great. It was a
moment.
Incredible.
It was a moment, and then Rikishi clotheslined both of them and tossed them both out of the ring.
God, I never understood the Too Cool.
It wasn't a thing for me.
No, not at all. But I mean, people loved it though.
Sure, they did.
Watching them do that silly dance, but okay.
And then we go to 2001, where Kane set a new Royal Rumble record. Kane appeared in 20 separate events and has eliminated 46 competitors in total. without ever winning the match. His most dominant appearance was back in 2001 when the Big Red Machine set a new record at the time, tossing 11 men over the ropes during a 53-minute appearance in the ring. Finally, the record remains in place for more than a decade before 2014 and Roman Reigns beat the record. Okay.
Of course.
Then we go 2002. Maven eliminating the Undertaker. That's a moment.
Maven's having himself a moment too. He has a YouTube channel, and
I watched some of his videos. Some of them are pretty good. Some of them are like, ooh.
Yeah.
There's some cringe in there.
Respect to you, Maven.
Yep.
Keep doing your thing. I respect it. I'm subscribed. I
watched some of them.
Yeah.
Then we go to 2006. Rey Mysterio wins the Royal Rumble for Eddie Guerrero. Great moment. And I'm sure they're going to mention it if Rey's not hurt and he's in the Rumble this year. I'm sure they're going to mention it.
They do it everybody who wins the Royal Rumble, once they come in, they mention their past Royal Rumble wins.
Then they have on 2007, they have The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels squaring off.
Okay.
Yeah. 2008.
I think that was before the Heaven and Earth match.
I think so. Yeah. 2008 is widely considered by many people to be one of the top 2 Royal Rumble moments of all time. It's one of my favorite Rumble moments. Is when John Cena returned from an injury. John Cena was supposed to be out for like a year, and he came back in like 6 months. Came in at number 30 and won.
That was at the world's most famous arena.
Yep.
In the world's greatest city. Yeah. It was
in the entranceway that was 4 feet from the ring.
That's okay.
And then they go to Toronto, and the entranceway is 1.5 miles.
Yeah. Hey, better get your run on.
And then we go to 2012, Kofi Kingston's handstand escape. Look, the Kofi moments were good. But Kofi doing a hand walk around the ring was pretty awesome.
Kofi, man, I wish he would have won one of those Royal Rumbles.
Yeah.
Because he always, it was Kofi with the Royal Rumbles and Shelton Benjamin with ladder matches. Every time Shelton Bender was in a ladder match, he would do something insane.
Yep.
And he never won one. But yeah, Kofi had his moment. The chair was my favorite Kofi
The chair was
moment.
great.
He was hopping on the chair. Such a good moment. So good.
One of them he tried and he fell off, right? Like one of them, was it the chair?
It was the year after that. It was 2 years later because they would always replay.
He tried to walk along the thing and he fell off.
Yes. I think he tried to jump.
But
then he tried to jump back into the ring. He fell off. It was good times.
2016 might be the most famous Royal Rumble debut in modern history. AJ Styles debuted in the WWE at the Royal Rumble.
Yep. I remember his theme music hitting and nobody knows who he is. Like it was just like, oh, and then he comes out, he has the hood on, and I was like, this has to be AJ Styles.
Just starting to get back hardcore into wrestling again, so I was kind of like, huh? Oh, okay.
I mean, I watched TNA, so man, you had to be there. AJ, Samoa Joe, and Kurt Angle put on some of the greatest period. Not just TNA matches, just greatest wrestling matches ever. Like those 3 guys just put on class. All 3 of them, no matter who you paired up or a triple threat, they just they carried it.
2019, Lana got injured on the way to the ring, and the man Becky Lynch came down, bullied her way into the Royal Rumble, and won the Royal Rumble. Big moment for Becky Lynch.
Irish wrestlers, of course, you bully your way in. I can't believe you.
2020 has 2 moments.
Okay.
The second moment I'm going to talk about first was when Drew McIntyre eliminated Brock Lesnar.
Drew had some help.
He did. But Brock Lesnar had thrown out 13 people, and Drew McIntyre claymored him over the top rope. That's a moment. Getting to say you eliminated Brock Lesnar in a Royal Rumble is a big moment. Brock Lesnar, who FaceTimed Pat McAfee today out of the blue and just told him, I'm on my way to Saudi Arabia. I'm in the Rumble. Poor Finn Balor. The second moment from 2020 is the other 1-2 of one of the greatest moments ever was when Edge came back after having retired 10 years earlier. I'll tell you what, the look on his face when he comes out of that smoke, it gets you right here. Because he's just so happy to be back. That is one of that and Cena are my 1A, 1B for me personally for Royal Rumble moments of all time.
I remember that moment and his music hit, and it didn't even dawn on me that he was going to be in it. I was like, Edge, that's weird. And then he comes out in his gear, and I was like, what? Yeah. Edge is going to... Is he really about to do this? And then, like you said, the look on his face was like, I'm really about to do this. And I was like, great. Oh, he's really going to get in there. I was like, and he's going to take bumps because, like, you know, you have the Santino moments where they just come in there just to be comic relief and get thrown out, like, super quick. But I was like, no, he's about to go in there and do his thing.
Yep.
And he did. And that was a great moment. Because I always thought Edge had one of the greatest entrances, like when he throws the hand. Man, the firework, like great moment. Great theme song.
The last two moments they have here, the one from 2021 is Bianca Belair winning in 2021. I believe that was in front of no one, right? That was a pandemic. 2021, or was it
no?
Or was that coming out of the pandemic, that Royal Rumble?
I don't remember. I'll be totally honest. Those were blurry years for me.
Yeah. But it was a great moment. It was a great moment for her. I love Bianca. I hope we see her Saturday.
Probably will.
And the last match, the last moment they have here is 2023 Logan Paul clashing with Ricochet. This is probably the only wrestling list that Ricochet will be on because that move that the two of them did in the middle of the match was ridiculous.
Well, Ricochet was one of the reasons why Brock got thrown out of the ring. He's the person who helped Drew get him out of the ring. He started doing these flippy drop kicks, and then Drew Claymored. He Claymored Brock Lesnar out of the ring. Great moment.
It was a great moment because they both jumped off the ropes on either side of the ring and then clotheslined each other at the middle of the ring. They both made it. That was a moment that showed me Logan Paul actually has chops for this. Like Logan Paul's athletic enough to do this.
Logan, man, everybody hates Logan Paul. Logan Paul's great. Logan Paul's what's best for business. Like, we got to stop. They're holding Logan Paul back. The Vision is holding Logan Paul back. Simon Miller, I watch Ups and Downs, What Culture. He said that would be one of the worst things in the world that would happen this year if Logan Paul won the Royal. Now, Logan Paul's not going to win the Royal Rumble.
No.
But I don't think he's too far off in the next 2 or 3 years. Like, I'll be totally honest. I can see him winning. I could see Logan Paul main eventing a WrestleMania in the next 2 or 3 years. I can see it. Right? He has the stuff. He's uber athletic. He just gets heat. Like, he just has to breathe, and people are gonna boo him.
Yep.
Dom Mysterio versus Logan Paul. WrestleMania main event. Let's go.
I'm in. There's before we go to Raw real fast. There's a fake article going around that's saying Shane McMahon confirms availability for the AEW general manager role. My friend Ange tagged me in it earlier today, just asking if it was true, and I was like, no, He might be in the Royal Rumble this weekend. It's possible.
Please don't blow out your quads again, Shane. Just stay at home. Be a
But there
dad.
is
You're too old for
0%.
this, man.
There is 0% chance that Shane McMahon is going to be the general manager in AEW. 0.000. I
Eh,
don't see that as a thing at all.
I mean, it'll get a bunch of heat, and I
Oh, it would.
mean, Tony Khan will pay him money. He's a name. Like
Yeah, but I don't
I can
see.
see it happen.
I see him going into the WWE Hall of Fame before something like that happens.
Or perhaps. Yeah. I mean, it could happen. It might
You
not.
know, I
I'll be
Vince
told. I'll be
McMahon will
different.
show up in Saudi Arabia at the Royal Rumble before Shane McMahon becomes the general manager of AEW. That's what I'm saying.
I think you're overestimating how much money Tony Khan has and how much money he'd
I
be willing to
know
throw around just to have a McMahon in
that's
AEW.
true. But that's it. That's our Royal Rumble.
I love it.
That was
All
good.
great moments.
The ChatGPT one wasn't that far off of that either, but I'd like to stay away from ChatGPT lists for a while.
I could dig it. They're not that great.
No, they're really not.
But what was great was Monday night, right? We get I mean, it's debatable, but AJ Styles started off Monday night. And this really let me know. I said if AJ Styles came out and he had a match with Finn Balor, that means that his career was over on Saturday.
Close.
He did me one better.
Yes, he
He
did.
came out and once CM Punk's music hit, I really knew that his career is coming to an end on Saturday because there's a few dream match. Now they've had matches on the indies. They never had matches in the big time, so to speak. But there's like dream matches, right? The
Yep.
AJ Styles, CM Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin, AJ Styles, Shawn Michaels. That is a match that I would kill to see Prime AJ versus Prime HBK. That would be
That would be a
the
match.
match
Yep.
because they're so similar, like so similar yet so very different. But at the same time, two of the best workers. But we got AJ Styles coming out there saying that Gunther's not going to retire me. Whatever. Had a great match with Shinsuke. CM Punk comes out and says, "We haven't done this in a while. Let's do, you can't retire before I beat you up," or whatever he said, because I don't really listen to when Phil speaks.
No.
But we do get our main event, which was insane because I did not have that on my bingo card for Monday night. I thought he was going to fight Finn Balor. Like I really did. I thought Finn was going to come out and say, "You know what? I'm the real leader of the book. I invented the Bullet Club. May have taken it once I left, but I'm the guy. So I'm going to beat you up." But we didn't get that. We got CM Punk versus AJ Styles, which is a money match any day of the week. And I was here for it.
Yep. I was ready for it.
And it was for the world title too, which is even more insane. Because there was a chance that we could have got Gunther versus AJ for the belt at the Royal Rumble, which would have been wild. I would have actually probably enjoyed that more, belt for the career. Like
Yep.
that would have been pretty dope. But we got that out of the way, and then we get to our 6-woman tag. We got bootless Stephanie Vicaire in Riho versus Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, and Raquel Rodriguez.
Yes.
This was a match. This was a crazy match. There
Yes,
was
it
a
was.
lot of things going on. A lot of shenanigans.
Yeah.
But at no point in time did I think Rhea Ripley and her team were going to lose. Because I thought that Raquel would pin Stephanie, but then I was like, if she does that, then there's no way they put the title on her.
No.
Then I thought that Roxy was going to take the pin again. and she did, uh, which was sad because I
Yeah,
don't want Roxanne Perez to keep taking pins.
me
But
either.
somebody
But
had to lose.
somebody did, and another woman that Rhea Ripley may have impregnated.
Yes, because Rhea stacks you like you owe her some money, or
Yep, yep.
she just says, I like to violate people because I'm
She,
bigger and stronger than them.
yep,
And that's
and she
illegal,
does,
by the way.
and she does.
Yes, she does.
That's okay.
Um, but yeah, I mean, solid match, but something's not clicking with me and Stephanie Becerra anymore. I need Roxanne. I need Raquel to beat her. Like I need Liv versus Raquel
Yeah.
um, for the title, not Stephanie Becerra versus.
No.
I mean, I think Stephanie Becerra works better with smaller opponents. So her and Liv will cook. Like her and Liv will have a great match, but I think
Sure.
there's more of a story with Raquel
Big
and
time.
Liv and the Judgment Day. Um, the question is,
I
who's the face though?
I think that this is the second match in a row now that Liv Morgan's lost. Right? She lost on
And she's come back.
SmackDown. It's either her or Bianca winning the Royal Rumble.
It'll be her. Like Bianca is
I think
kind
it'll
of
be her. Bianca's going to come back. I could see Bianca winning the Elimination Chamber to go after Jade. And I could see Liv winning the Royal Rumble and coming after whoever like Roxanne beating Stephanie, Liv winning the Rumble, setting up Roxanne versus Liv at WrestleMania, and the final breakup of the Judgment Day. I don't know if they're ever going to break up, honestly. It's just like they get you to that point where it's like, oh, okay. And then they pull some great shit out, and it's like, oh, okay, they're back.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, you know what? You don't have to break up, guys. Just keep going. Like, they all induct each other into the Hall of Fame. Like,
Right,
who
right.
knows? Because like when Dom comes back, then they're back, right? Like,
Yep.
who
And
knows?
JD.
Yes, yes. JD, the glue that keeps everybody together. Because everybody loves JD.
Because they all hang out on that big ass head.
Yes. Then we get the segment of the night. To me, this is the highlight of my Monday night. We get a sit down with Gunther. Michael
Yeah.
Cole sits down with Gunther. And there are people who call Gunther boring. There are people who say he can't wrestle, which is insane to me.
That's
He's
crazy
not
talk.
entertaining. He's all of these things, but not what I see Gunther. I see Gunther as like a next level troll.
Yep.
He's a next level heel.
Yep.
And he has that smug look on his face. He laughs in your face as he beats you down. And Michael Cole starts antagonizing, because that's what Michael Cole does. He antagonizes you. And Gunther said, if I wanted to, he said, I'm gonna end AJ on Saturday. If I wanted to, I could kick over your chair and end you. I could retire you too.
And Cole, you
And
can see his hands kind of gripped his pants a little bit. So it's very good acting by him.
oh my gosh. That might have not been in the script. That might have
No,
not been scripted. That which would make it even better, because Cole could then like, this guy really might just kick me in my chest, like,
this
and
guy
choke
really
me
does
out.
not like me. Hold on.
Yes, no,
Alter.
no.
Alter.
I mean, you do realize he did try to choke out Michael Cole before, and he got saved by Pat McAfee, and Pat McAfee ain't there. It's just Cole. It's just Cole and Gunther.
Yeah,
So
no,
there's a lot of history there.
Yep. Pat's doing his show from the Thunderdome, taking FaceTimes
Yes.
from Brock Lesnar.
So that was just great to me, like, because Gunther just gets it, man. Like,
Yep.
he is doing exactly what he's supposed to do to get us to believe, even if he doesn't win on Saturday, which I would just find it so hard to believe that he doesn't win on Saturday. But
now you built this character up so much to be this one thing. I can't see any way out of him winning.
He's such a Bond villain, man. He's like
Really is.
he is, man. Always in black, with the black trench coat. Then we get
Hmm?
the head scratching moment of the week.
Yeah.
We have a number one contenders tag team match. Raw all of a sudden has multiple tag teams.
Yep.
And they're all vying to be number one contenders. Jimmy is on maternity leave or paternity leave.
They said personal reasons, but it's not an injury and it's not a wellness issue.
Well, yeah, because Naomi's pregnant.
Right.
Naomi's really pregnant.
Yes, she is.
So I think that he's probably at home taking care of his pregnant wife, as he should.
Good for him.
Jay once again comes out because gotta run it back.
Gotta run it back.
Comes out and like he's there for this tag team match. And we had Alpha Academy, Tozawa and Otis, the Creed brothers, the New Day, and Los Americanos, Rio and Bravo. For the number one contender. Rio and Bravo is never, I think they've tagged one time on Monday Night Raw. One time. Alpha Academy, I don't know the last time that they fought on Monday Night Raw.
Probably been a while. Oh, wait.
I don't.
Hold on.
Yeah, they have it here.
Hang on, I can tell you.
Okay.
Creed Alpha Academy defeated the Creed brothers January 15th.
That was our main event.
That was the main event.
So that's recently.
That's it.
Yes,
that's it.
On main event, the Los Americanos fought in a tag team match against the War Raid. They defeated the War Raid. That's insane.
Yep.
And New Day, the last time they were Raw in December. So a month since we've seen the New Day wrestle. But these four teams were vying for the number one contenders match. And because last week Otis and Tozawa had words for Jay, they won this week. Now they're the number one contenders. Now, I have no problems with Otis and Tozawa. I think Tozawa is one of the most underrated wrestlers on the roster.
Yep.
He's a really, really good wrestler. He's just small.
Right.
And now they're the number one contenders. There is absolutely no way in hell that they beat the Usos for the tag team title.
You would think there's no way in hell, but could they get kind of a one night run with the belts? Then like a weekend. When are they fighting them at the Royal Rumble?
No.
Or is it going to be on a Raw?
I think it'll be on a Raw. I don't think because the Royal Rumble is probably going to have like two matches.
So you have Jimmy come back. You have them lose You have them lose the belts. So Jimmy can go away and go on maternity leave, and Jay can go back to singles action, and then just have Otis and Tozawa drop the belts right away to somebody else.
Who else?
Anybody else? Anybody? The Creed brothers? Okay. I don't know. They're underutilized too. The War Raiders? No, nobody wants to see that.
All of them. Like the Raw tag team, the entire tag team, the entire men's tag team division is in shambles.
On Raw, it's horrible.
Yeah, it's not good. But we get to something that might be good. The main event. Now, before we get to the main event, there was a promo. Natty cut a promo saying that, Maxine, you thought you were on my level. You thought this, you thought that, but I'm going to end you now. And she also posted a picture of her burying Natalya. Because now she's Natty.
But did you see the picture where she was, it looked like she was urinating on the gravestone? Or did I look at that? Did I see that totally wrong?
You might have seen that totally. I don't think I looked that deep into it. I just saw the gravestone.
Yeah, there was a stream coming from.
Okay.
It looked like.
I did not see that.
Unfortunately,
that might be AI.
I hope it is.
That might be AI. I don't
I
think
hope
the
so.
WWE would do that. But then again, stranger things have happened. But we are getting a low key legend. I what I don't like about that whole thing is I don't think she needs all this. Like I don't think she needs to make it a big spectacle out of it. Just
Right.
show up as just I'm gonna beat you up. I'm here. Like I'm here. I'm a serious wrestler. You're an entertainer. I'm gonna hurt you. And just go in there and hurt her and have Maxine, come back and train with somebody else and then get her comeuppance. But like all of the extra stuff, introducing a low key legend to the world, we know who Natty is. Like you don't the vignettes unnecessary because I feel like that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna hype us up.
They're going to vignette you for a little while.
Yeah, and I don't think that's necessary. Just come out and just look like a killer and just be a killer, and people will understand it. But back to our main event, we get CM Punk versus AJ Styles for the world title in the main event. Now, early in the day, the entire evening, we didn't talk about how everybody's just berating Finn Balor because Finn Balor was like, I gave you everything I had last week, CM Punk, but you got me. And he kind of was sounding soft. And I don't
He
like that
did.
Finn.
He came off as a big time face
Yes.
and kind of contrite and like, you got me, but I'm going to come and get you kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And then someone else stopped him and got in his face about it. Liv Morgan got in his face about it and asked him what the hell's going on with him. And he's like, don't you worry about what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. You'll see.
And we did.
Yes,
Because we
did.
had just a standard Phil match. AJ Styles being AJ Styles. Two great, like, once again, these two people understand psychology and they know how to work to their strengths and they know how to work to their weaknesses. And they had a great match.
They
Like,
did.
they really did. I don't think AJ Styles can have a bad match.
No. Phil
I
does what
really,
Phil
like,
always does, and that's look exhausted 5 minutes into a match.
holy man. Like, I
Listen,
don't even know if that, like,
Matt's at work, so I can talk a little bit of shit. He's working late tonight.
I
Phil
don't know
looks
if that's an
exhausted 5
act.
minutes into a match. Always.
Like, part of me thinks that sometimes that's just an act, but it
Yeah.
can't be. Like, he really is old and he always looks old, but he still has that, I'm still a baby face and I'm going to fight through adversity and I'm going to win these matches. And who knows who would have won this match if not for Finn Balor, who comes in and decides, I'm just going to beat the living hell out of everybody in this ring. And he just started putting the feet to people. And he came
Yep.
in, and the match ended in no contest. Finn Balor came in and he just went to town, hit the coup de grace. And now, what do we do?
Well,
Finn ain't winning the Royal Rumble, I tell you that much.
no, he's not in the Royal Rumble as of now. Because Finn went backstage earlier and asked Adam Pearce he wanted to go in the Royal Rumble, and Adam Pearce was like, hey, man, we're full. We're full. You wanted a heavyweight title match. And he's like, this isn't the last you'll hear of me. And like, what's he like? Okay, so is he going to take someone out? Because like, you got 30 spots in the men's Royal Rumble. Brock Lesnar FaceTimed in. Roman Reigns emailed in. Everybody else is just throwing them out all over. I'm in. Adam Pearce comes down earlier in the night. And they kind of made him look a little bit of a bitch in a way. A little bit. Where he's like, Braun's in. And then he just threw the whole Vision in.
I missed that whole Vision thing.
Yeah. So, I thought you skipped over it because it was just kind of like pointless.
It was.
It really was pointless.
I definitely did skip the Vision thing.
Adam Pearce came down. Adam Pearce apologized for putting his hands on them first, and then unsuspended them and put them all in the Royal Rumble. And
I mean,
there's
they
that
needed to be.
there's that little underlying thing of who was the phone call from? Because Heyman said it, or Logan Paul said it was not Triple H. So who was it that called him? Was it The Rock? It's somebody influential. So it wasn't Scott Steiner, right?
It was Rikishi.
It could have been Rikishi. It could have been The Rock. That's a whole nother little mystery that they're kind of downplaying right now. But Finn is not in the Royal Rumble.
What if it was somebody who's influential, somebody who's a revolutionary, who's a visionary? Says maybe I want them in the Royal Rumble so I can screw them out of the Royal Rumble.
There was an interview. Seth Rollins was on ESPN earlier today, I think it was. And the host said, when you make your return at the Royal Rumble, Seth just sat there and didn't say a word and let him keep talking.
I mean, hey.
Maybe Seth shows up at number 30. Maybe Seth shows up during the match and just causes one of them to get eliminated. I thought it was a little too on the nose where Logan Paul said that everybody needs to get together and there's only one person that we need to win the Royal Rumble. And he said, that's Braun Breaker. All of a sudden, Logan Paul's like, rah, rah, rah. I mean, he's been a little more rah, 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 but maybe Logan Paul's the snake in the weeds. I don't think so. If it's anybody, it's Austin Theory.
Yes, for sure. It's for sure Austin Theory. But they do what they do in the movies where everybody becomes a suspect, but the person that you really think is the guy is the guy. Yep. It's Austin Theory.
When it becomes too obvious, when it becomes too obvious that you start overthinking it, you have to go back to where it's the most obvious and say, it's you.
It's you. It's
that guy. Like me spoiling the rip last Monday night, just blurting out something before saying, oh, spoiler, that I picked up on immediately in that movie, which I will not say here.
Yeah. If you've watched 2 crime movies, you knew who the bad guys were immediately.
I picked the one out immediately. The other one, it took a little bit longer to figure it out, but it was pretty well.
All I have to do is see the casting. All I have to do is see the cast, and I could generally guess who's going to be the bad guy.
On that too.
But that was the end of Monday Night Raw. We are now heading into the Royal Rumble this Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern from Saudi Arabia. All of the flights, they should be there now. I would hope to be there. I have the world's worth jet lag anytime I fly over there. So I need like a few days to get myself together before I can do something.
I've never been out of the country, so I can't speak to that. I will take your word on that.
The older you get, the worse your jet lag gets. At least mine does. I mean, these guys travel nonstop. They're probably doing a lot of and they're way more healthy than me in my greatest, in my best physical shape. I'm not as healthy as any of those guys. So, but I'm assuming those guys are because I think Friday night Friday SmackDown is in Saudi already.
So they're probably there. Over there. I'll tell you who's not going to be in the Women's Royal Rumble.
Who's that?
Michin is not going to be in the Royal Rumble.
I think she's hurt.
Well, she's in Orlando because I just glanced at Twitter and she is hosting a watch party at Dave & Buster's in Orlando this Saturday with Kevin Owens.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yep.
Man, I was hoping that KO because my next question was going to be what surprises do you think we're going to get on the men's and women's side?
On the women's side, Paige is definitely coming.
Okay.
I think Paige is coming. Bianca's not a big surprise. Tiffany Stratton's not going to be a big surprise. Trish Stratus wouldn't be that big of a surprise.
Who would be a woman like Paige? To me,
Paige would be the biggest name. AJ Lee wouldn't shock me. I don't know what woman would make me go, oh, Brie. Brie Bella would be the biggest shock.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking Bree might show up. That would be my surprise for the women's side. You might get Michelle McCool. Michelle McCool's she
She's
always
been
shows up for
training
the
a
Royal
lot.
Rumble.
Been
Yeah.
training a lot.
She always shows up for the Royal Rumble. Mickey James might show up for the Royal
Yeah.
Rumble. But yeah, I think surprise wise, like, because I mean they've all been in the Royal Rumble, but Bree
Yeah.
coming back for this Royal Rumble would be a legit surprise. I think Nikki's definitely gonna be in it, but Bree
She,
showing up would be
Nikki showed up in the back of one of Jackie Redmond's Instagram stories, so she's definitely going to be there. She's kind of trying to hide on the plane.
I need to follow Jackie Redmond.
I started following her because of the NHL stuff.
Oh, it's sure, right.
Who do you think is going to show? Who do you think is going to be the biggest surprise on the men's side? Because this post I'm looking at right here says, despite rumors, Hulk Hogan is not expected to be in the Rumble this year, which is just kind of messed up.
I mean, I might have heard those rumors. No, I didn't hear it. That's just silly. Men's wise, surprise.
I will tell you that the WWE has filed a trademark, Judas.
Yeah, I heard that too. See,
I don't think he's coming back at the Royal Rumble, though.
I think he will.
His band's on tour for February.
You keep saying this.
I know. Him coming back and then going away is just pointless.
Okay.
Save him.
Have you followed Chris Jericho's career? Like post WWE?
A little bit here and there.
No, see, yeah, you like
he does what he wants.
No, he did this exact thing before he went to New Japan. He did it he's done all of these things before. Yes. Like Chris Jericho does smoke and mirrors, and he does it really well because he'll have you thinking he's not going to show up, and then like he shows up in Osaka and like sucker punches Kazuchika Okada. Like he does those things. Like, so saying his band is on tour means absolutely nothing. Like, he would be the person who shows up for the Royal Rumble. He's not going to win it, and then he'll disappear, and then he'll show back up for WrestleMania. Like he's that. Like he does silly things like that.
Jericho aside, who do you think on the men's side?
I don't really have any surprises because I don't. I mean, Joe Hendry's going to show up. I mean, like they'll have NXT guys, but like. No. EC3 might show up because EC3, he's not a big name. But
do you think Seth Rollins comes back at the Rumble? Do you think? Okay, wait.
No.
Do you think Seth Rollins comes back in the Rumble, or do you think Seth Rollins shows up at the Rumble to cause Braun Breaker to lose the Rumble?
I could see that more than I could see him getting in the Royal Rumble. Like I could see him hitting Braun Breaker with a crutch or something like that, like something random. But yeah, I don't see him coming back because I think he's like legit injured now. And to rush back to get into the Rumble. I mean, I guess to start a program, if he's just going to take a spear and get thrown out, maybe. But
it depends on how hurt he actually was.
Yes. It depends on the severity of the injury. Now the rumors were he wasn't as hurt as like he's not missing a year, but he still was missing significant time. Like I read a report saying he was trying to get back by WrestleMania. So I mean, who knows what's true? I won't believe it until I see it. For some strange reason, Edge name came in my head because his contract ends. Like his contract ends, I think, in February. Or
it ends, but they also could do that injury time.
Yeah, Tony Khan is famous for that.
They do that injury time thing.
Yeah, because he don't want him to just show up, and he
What
don't
if
want him to just
Andrade
show up
shows
at
up?
WrestleMania. Yeah, but I can see that.
Andrade?
No, Andrade is in AEW. He's like in the thick of AEW. I'm pretty sure he's under contract. Maybe with him, you never know. With him, you never know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I would like to see Dom come back. I hope Dom is healthy for the Royal Rumble.
That'd be
Now,
good.
he won't win it, but at the same
No, no, no,
time,
no.
yeah, he'll do his thing. But yeah, surprises. I don't with men like I really don't keep up with the dirt sheets anymore.
Neither do I.
So
Like if I
like
see something come across, I'll kind of glance at it, but I don't go digging in for stuff because I actually want to be
yeah,
surprised.
yes, yes. Like
Right.
Chris Jericho coming back. Once again, I'm not the biggest Jericho fan. Like he's
That's
kind of
fair.
I've soured over him over the last like 4 or 5 years.
But there's been
Um,
so much about him coming back that it's not going to be that big of a shock. His music will hit and you'll go, oh shit, that's cool. I was
I
expecting
mean,
that.
like the Saudi fans are gonna pop because
Oh,
they
sure.
love nostalgia. Like any old person show back up, like they're just watching
Yep.
Batista's first match. Like I say that jokingly, but there's such a big nostalgia thing, especially overseas for like the older guys. They don't care about any of the young guys, which I'm for sure gonna talk about next week when I talk about WWE 2K26 because
I'm in.
this whole thing is like everything they're doing is really nostalgia based. Like it's all Attitude Era. It's all like the Monday Night Wars era, and
See, I
that's
hate that
cool.
stuff.
But like, you gotta move on. We gotta move on. It's okay to let young superstars like John Cena. All of these guys are about to retire. Punk is gonna retire in the next 2 years. AJ Styles is about to retire. Like the old guard, those people from the ruthless aggression era Samoa Joe, like all of those guys are gonna retire soon. They're
We
aging
need
out.
fresh blood.
Yes. Make the new superstars. Like it's okay to like Javon Evans. He's a great it's okay to watch Obafemi and just be in awe. It is okay to even let Grayson Waller flourish. Like he's a young guy who has so much potential, but because he's not Brock Lesnar, like they're not going to give him a shot to be great.
No.
and once you bury a guy enough early in his career, he'll never be able to get over. He'll be Zack Ryder, right?
Yep.
He'll become Matt Cardona when you just keep the young guys down instead of giving them opportunity to be great. Like luckily Drew left and came back and was Drew McIntyre,
Yep.
right? He made himself desirable as a from undesirable to undeniable, as Cody said. Like they went away, they had to go away, so they didn't just become fodder. And
Exactly.
some of these young guys are they're gonna have to go through that because people don't want to leave the WWE. It's scary. Like it's scary to leave the comfort of that system to go somewhere else and not have that system and get lost in the sea of talent of AEW or not have the talent in TNA, right? Or wherever else, right? There's a lot of options, but at the same time, they're not all great options.
Right.
Because I mentioned the name EC3, and he tried to control his own narrative and create that whole
Is that the evil
debacle.
guy?
Huh?
That's not the guy. That's not the evil guy, right? That guy that just
No,
supposedly signed with WWE Evil.
no. Evil's from New Japan.
Okay.
EC3 is Ethan. What is it?
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you know the guy.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He was in TNA. He was in
I got
NXT for a while, and he just kind of didn't work.
right.
But I'm excited for the Rumble.
So am I.
Like I really am. And I'll be
I don't know
totally
what I'm doing
honest.
for it yet.
I want Obafemi to win. Like anybody else winning, I'm not gonna be happy. Like I
Man.
just he's not gonna win. I know he's not gonna win, but
No, unfortunately.
anybody but Cody.
I
Anybody
really,
but Cody.
really think Cody might win the whole thing.
Me too. I'm getting that feeling now. Um, but at the same time, he like Jacob's probably gonna cost him.
What if Cody's in the ring and Drew comes down and pulls Cody out of the ring and costs him the Royal Rumble? That would be some good stuff right there.
I mean, then what? Cody wins the Elimination Chamber
But
because
because Cody doesn't have a
they could
rematch
fight.
clause, right? So if Cody doesn't win the Rumble and Cody doesn't win the Elimination Chamber, Cody can't challenge Drew at all for that belt.
I mean,
Cody's better chasing the belt than he is with the belt.
Technically, but you don't have Drew pull him out of the Royal Rumble and then there's not a payoff. Like
Right.
like there has to be a payoff. So if he doesn't if he pulls him out of the Royal Rumble, then Cody wins the Elimination Chamber. Like it's almost guaranteeing that because now you have to have a payoff.
Right.
Or they fight at Elimination Chamber. Like one of those two things will happen. Like you can't. I mean, you could, because Triple H loves long-term storytelling.
Yes, he does.
So you could do that, but that would infuriate a lot of fans.
It would.
We know he don't care about that. Like we know that Triple H, bad press is just as good as any press, but I would not like to see that. Just to cost him, and then there's nothing. Like he can't challenge you for the title. Just
could get put in a triple threat match.
That's a bit of a dick move. And not by Drew. That's just bad writing because people are then gonna want to see that match.
That's true.
But who am I? I'm just
a guy. We're just two guys that WWE happens to listen to a lot.
For sure. Because they were like, oh man, let's scratch that off because we were gonna have that happen. All right, back to the drawing board, guys. Now, hey, tell us what to do now. And here's what you do. Here's what WWE Paul, know you're listening. Road Dogg, hopefully you don't have that job anymore. But
no, he's a co-lead now. He's a co-lead.
Here's what you do. At number 1 in the Royal Rumble, you have Obafemi come down. And you just have Obafemi beat the hell out of everybody in the Royal. Now have this go on first, because this can't go on last. The women's Royal Rumble has to go on last, because we got to have Liv fireworks. Hands down, Liv Morgan has to win the women's Royal Rumble.
In her Power Ranger suit.
Yes, whatever she wears is going to be great. But Liv Morgan has to win the Royal Rumble this year. By shenanigans, have Dom help her. It don't matter. It really don't matter how she wins. By hook or by crook, Liv Morgan should be going into WrestleMania, one of the main events. Men's Royal Rumble, number 1, have Obafemi come in. And at like number 26, have Braun Breaker come in. And those be your final 2.
Okay.
Toss up down. Whoever, one of the 2, whoever you want. Like pick your poison. One of those 2 should win the Royal Rumble. No old guy.
No, it's got to be somebody young and somebody new.
Somebody new.
That's what we need.
Even Logan Paul. Throw Logan Paul's name in there.
I would like to see Logan Paul accidentally eliminate Braun Breaker to start some friction there.
I lost you for a second. I don't know what's going on with my sound.
I said I would like to see Logan Paul accidentally eliminate Braun Breaker.
I don't hate it. I just want new blood. Like it's time.
I agree.
Unfortunately, because next year it's gonna be Legend Central. Like next year, the top 5 matches in WrestleMania is going to be over 45, 50-year-olds out there recapturing their youth because they're all getting paid $30 million.
It's not about recapturing their youth. It's about cashing that Saudi money paycheck.
They're everybody's going to get more than $20 million to show up for WrestleMania next year. Like, and respect to them. Like, I'm not even mad at you. So let's get the young guys in this year. Let's get the young guy because they don't care. They're not going to care next year. They're going to want to see legends We're gonna Goldberg's gonna show back up. Kurt Angle might show back up. Like all of these true legends, they might even get Sting back in the ring. Like they
Wow.
are gonna pay a lot of money to these wrestlers to come out there and put on a show. And US fans are gonna be upset. AEW is probably gonna put on a show in the States.
Yep. With
And
younger
I don't
people.
yeah, I don't care one way or another. Like I really don't. I understand. Like I understand business. And I know that next year, boy, they're gonna have Bret Hart might come. Like they're gonna
Oh
have
man.
I mean, he's not gonna wrestle.
Bret
He
Hart Goldberg
physically
too.
can't wrestle. Yeah, he physically can't wrestle. But like if you can put on trunks and boots, you're gonna be at WrestleMania next. Stone Cold, The Rock, they're all gonna be there. Rock will make more money in that one match than he will in all of his movies next year.
Yep.
Like they're gonna pay that man like $80 to $90 million just to
Yep.
come back
You know how
and
much money Stone Cold's going to get to make an appearance at the Rumble this year?
probably about 50. Like like I'm throwing out these numbers, but they're real
They're
numbers
real
to them
numbers.
because they're not.
No. That's
Man,
why
they
he
got
didn't
it to
show up in
blow.
Philly. He said he had a scheduling conflict that was called "You didn't give me enough money to come to Philly." That's what it was.
Yeah,
That's why he wasn't at WrestleMania 40. That Undertaker
right.
spot was his spot. Would
Well, I
have
know
been
that. Yeah.
amazing. Still like what I got though.
I mean, like they're gonna pay them a lot of money, and
Yep.
and whatever. Feel how you feel. The WWE's they're gonna get attendance records,
Yep.
and that's gonna be that
They'll build another stadium for it.
for sure, for sure. But until then, enjoy Royal Rumble. Let
Yes.
us know in the comments because I'm so terrible at this YouTube stuff. Let us know in the comments who you think's gonna win the Royal Rumble. Is it Javon Evans? Is it Obafemi? Is it The Miz? Is it Carmelo Anthony? Why do I keep saying Carmelo Anthony? Carmelo
Oh,
Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes. Is it Logan Paul? Could it be Dominic Mysterio? Could it be Vikingo? Like could it be Joe Henry? It could be anybody.
Could be.
But it won't be Brock Lesnar. It better not be Brock Lesnar.
Never
It,
know.
it better not be Brock Lesnar. But yeah, 'cause WrestleMania's in Vegas this year. It could be Brock Lesnar. God damn it. On that note, we went over 2 hours. I
A little
went on a
bit.
tangent.
All right.
But on that note, we're gonna end it here. I'm excited for the Royal Rumble. This is probably the worst build for the Royal Rumble
Oh, it's
in a very
horrible.
long time. But I'm just excited. Like because now we're on the road to WrestleMania. And it's gonna be a bumpy ride, man. This is like they got some work to do to get
Yeah,
me
they do.
excited for Vegas. Like they got some work to do. And if they get me excited enough, I might go to Vegas, man. I might try to make a trip to Vegas.
Ooh.
I might. I don't know. But they got to get me excited. And I don't see this happening. If we get Cody Roman 3, you lost me. Like if we get Cody Roman 3, you lost me. And I love both of those guys.
Yeah.
What are your final thoughts on this weekend?
I'm sad about the buildup, but I'm looking forward to the match. And if we do, I don't even know where I'm watching it yet. If I'm watching it with a bunch of people, I'll suggest a drinking game that I posted earlier that could possibly kill me, like I did last year. We're not going to have kendo sticks this year. I'm excited because I like wrestling. I just want it to be a good show. That's all. It's
You know what?
cold.
Those are generally the best shows
Yeah.
when when the anticipation is kind of low and then they come up like they
Yes. Triple
surprise
H
us.
said
And
there's going to be a lot of surprises. Make good choices. That's what I want you to do. Make
yeah.
good choices.
I don't need Glacier to come out as entry
I
number
don't.
26.
Repo Man at number 15 wouldn't be bad, but like
I would love that. I would pop out of my seat if
Shockmaster at
Repo
30
Man
would be
showed up.
awesome, but make better choices.
I don't know. I hope by next week I get rid of all these audio issues because I've been hearing like every fifth word.
Me too.
And
You
that's
heard me say
terrible.
Shockmaster. That's all that matters.
And I'm pretty sure it's my headphones. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I get some wired headphones for next week. Maybe I get the big over the ear
Sony.
headphones.
I like these Sony ones. They're nice.
Man, the Sony headphones are expensive. The ones I saw, it's like $300.
They weren't. Yeah, no, they weren't that much, but they're not cheap.
Touche. All right. Until next week, we will catch you next week. Hopefully next Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
Next Wednesday.
I'm not sure yet, but maybe. I haven't seen
sure.
that month's schedule yet.
Well, we'll let you know. But go ahead and like and subscribe and hit the bell notification because they'll let you know when we're going live. It will. It will. And we'll surprise you just like we're surprised. Catch you next time.